Hello students, so a few of you were asking about another video on the box and diamond method for factoring quadratics. The box and diamond is just a way for helping you out when the a value is bigger than 1, okay? And to understand the box and diamond method, sometimes it's useful to see it done in reverse. So I'll just show you an example of it in reverse first, and then we will go and do an example of it forwards. So where the box and diamond method comes from is realizing that if you multiply two factors together, like 3x plus 1 times x minus 2, you get your a term in the top left corner, you get your c term in the bottom right corner, and then you have your b term split up in between these two spots right there. And the trick is understanding that you can, once you write out your final term, your final answer, 3x squared minus 5x minus 2. The trick is realizing that the two numbers that I just circled in the box, those two numbers add to make the middle, negative 6x plus 1x, makes the middle term. And if you multiply a and c, you get negative 6x squared, which is what those two terms multiply to equal. So if you remember, when we've been practicing factoring, we've always thought of it as a puzzle where you have two pieces that multiply to make the c value and add to make the b value. Well, when you have an a that's not 1, it's not quite that simple. You need to multiply a times c. It's not just c by itself, it's a times c. So what I'm going to do is clear this out, and I'm going to show you another example where we go in the forward direction. Okay, so let's look at an example here of 3x squared minus 12x minus 9. So if I set up my box, I know that I have my 3x squared and my negative 9 there, but I don't know what goes in those empty boxes. So I set up my diamond. My diamond is a times c, so 3 times 9, so negative 27. And then on the bottom, b. Doesn't matter which one you put on the top and which one you put on the bottom. I want to think of the numbers that multiply to make 27 and add to make 12. So 27 can be 1 times 27, or it can be 3 times 9. And those are the only pairs. 3 and 9 are going to work to make 12. And I want them to be yeah, I'm sorry. I should have this be a positive 9 here to make this a positive 27. Apologize about that. Because I want them to both be negative values. There we go. It wasn't going to work out otherwise. So then I put my negative 3x and my negative 9x here, and I'm looking for what the pieces have in common. So I can see that this column here has a negative 9. This column here has a 3. This here, 3 times, or this would just be x. And then this would just be negative 1. And I have x minus 1 times 3x minus 9. So that's the box and diamond method. I'll do one more really quick for you all just to see it done one more time. So let's do another one. Let's do 2x squared plus 14x plus 24. Draw my box. 2x squared, 24. Draw my diamond. I put 48x squared on the top, 14x on the bottom. 48 is 1 times 48, 2 times 24. Let's see, we can do 3 times 16. We can do 4 times 12. And we can do 6 times 8. 6 times 8 is the winner because that adds to make 14. Doesn't matter where I put the 6 and where I put the 8. This first column has a 2 and an x, so this has to be an x. This has a 3 in common. Sorry, not a 3. Apologize about that. This has a 6 in common. And then I have a 4 down here to finish it out. So my factored form is x plus 4 times 2x plus 6. And those are some more box and diamond examples.